So here we have the standardized view, and what this does is it standardizes the scores from the mastery view. That means that the scores now are in standard deviation units. So this actually applies units to the score rather than the raw score, which are units free. So it's really hard to get an understanding of what unit of measurement are we using in the mastery view. Really, there's no unit. It's one of something, one knowledge point. So that's what is great about Tiro is, one, we make the assumption that each question is worth 1 point of knowledge, no more, no less. That makes everything a binary choice. The other great thing about Tiro is that we then do give it a unit, a standard deviation unit, for our standardized view. So what makes this view different is this is the students in comparison to each other once the scores are standardized. Now students can be compared because that means that all the units are basically the same. So again, these two students who didn't take the test are pulling the average down. And you can, that's represented here in the wide standard deviation, pretty big. But look here, you can see my test is really high dependability. That means that this test is actually a pretty good test. Perfect dependability is 1.0. So I'm really happy with how well my test is performing. And each of these students here are one standard deviation above the mean. So that means that they're doing pretty well. They're doing better than average. So that's really good, especially when we consider that the two students at the bottom here, Farah and Olim, are kind of pulling down the average because they didn't take the test. So once they take the test, some of this stuff will get corrected.